So here are some things.
All right, and here we are, Some Things Podcast listeners, episode 21. How are you guys doing today? On this episode, we are going to recap the year, talk about some more movie reviews, and also get into the playoffs for the NFL. Today, I am joined with my co-host,
John, I'm
Woo!
back.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
I know, it's been quite a few episodes.
Yeah, but you're back now, and I'm glad, because I can't close out the year without you.
Right, I know. However, we are missing Luke today, but
Yes.
we have a great replacement.
Yes, he's at least 2/3 of the man Luke is. Joining us today in the studio with us now is...
Me!
Yes, and who is me?
Oh, Daniel.
What up, Daniel?
What's good?
This here is our friend Daniel Potts.
Yes.
That's his actual name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some of you may recognize him from episode like 1 through 5. He actually
in the
came,
background making noise.
Yeah, he came to a few of our first recording episodes and was adding some commentary and some lively banter in the background. But it was always welcome. You know, it was fun when we had that open living room concept. But now we have a studio that's somewhat better. We can still probably hear the dogs every now and again. But hey, you know, it works.
And I haven't been invited back since.
Yeah, after a while.
This is a trial episode for him.
Right.
I think he'll do fine though. You know,
It should be okay.
I don't think he'll come up too short.
Okay. That is a short joke because I'm only 4'9".
He's legally a midget.
Dang, really?
Yes, I
Yeah.
am.
Oh man,
We got a midget in the studio.
but hey, at
It's
least
gonna be a short episode.
Don't set the bar too high.
Couldn't reach it.
Hey, but if we're playing Limbo, you're great. Oh man, I love Daniel's sense of humor. All right, yeah. So Daniel, tell us a little about yourself. I know we've discussed before how you do a lot of drum covers on YouTube, but go more in depth about that.
About the drumming itself?
About everything.
Okay.
Drumming
Tell us
career.
about you. You're on a first date with us and our listeners. So just tell us who you are. Who is Daniel
Serenade
Potts?
us.
Ooh, that's not happening. I'm not embarrassing myself. Well, I'm Daniel. I am 25 and
Long walks from the
armless.
beach.
I do love those though. Oh, I had more to say, but I'm not gonna say anymore. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, just armless drummer, and I have some cool projects that I'm working on.
Nice,
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very talented. I can't play any instrument, but I just happen to sing real good. But yeah, Daniel has put up a lot of great drum covers, so we're actually going to get more into that during the entertainment portion of the podcast. But yeah, that's who Daniel is. He's a real sweet guy. If you ever get a chance, say hello, give him a handshake.
All you single ladies out there.
I am
He's
single.
Hey, and I will say his beard is definitely comparable to John's, or if not better, because John shaved.
Oh, it's
so.
definitely better than mine, even
Yeah.
when I had the beard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mine
No.
was like a half beard.
His we had a debate about this for like 10 minutes until we Googled it.
He said I had a chin strap, but that is incorrect. Mine technically.
It was a strap on.
No.
Close.
That's funny. No. It's technically called a chin curtain.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, he gets the participation award.
Right, I get a participation award. Daniel actually has a man beard.
I have
Yeah.
a full beard.
Yeah, for what it's worth, though, John, I mean, like, my beard's no better. It's like, yours will grow out pretty thick. Like,
Yeah.
mine just kind of gets like a nice inch layer of a neck beard, and it looks awful.
Yeah.
So I even got to shave. I got to do that before the year starts. Start off on the right foot.
So it's like bad beard, medium beard. Daniel has a normal beard.
Yeah, dad beard.
Dad beard. There you go.
I'm not a dad.
We call him daddy.
He's like
Ooh.
Santa if he was an elf.
How does the logic work on that?
Well, because he's got a beard like Santa, but he's short like an elf.
Oh, man.
This is what it's like to hang out with me and him at the same time.
Oh, no, I've experienced. We've had our college camp out memories together, so it's been
Oh.
great. Oh, man. If I hadn't already talked about the tub story, I could
Oh,
recite
God.
I love Daniel's commentary. For those of you who listened to the episode, that was number 1, right? That we kicked off for...
No, it wasn't number 1 because I wasn't there. It had to have been like number 3 or 4.
Yeah, so back when we had like our early bathroom stories, I was recanting the story to Daniel on one of our college campouts for our church group, and he threw the great tagline in of "What that tub do."
Yeah, what that time?
What'd he do? What'd that tub do, boo?
Oh man! All right, well, yeah. So it's been a pretty busy week. We just passed Christmas. So what kind of how'd you guys celebrate the holidays this week?
With Jesus.
With Jesus.
All right, we'll have John go first.
All right, so So holidays, Christmas was pretty good this year. You know, we did, my family, we do Christmas Eve at our house.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the Spanish families, we do everything Christmas Eve. We don't do anything Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So...
Was that you who posted that meme up? I saw somebody put a picture relating to that. Like,
it's possible.
Okay.
It might have been me. But so we did everything Christmas Eve, opened gifts, ate dinner, blah, blah, blah. Went to church, you know.
nice.
Christmas Day, we normally don't do anything, but I have a fiance now, so we went to her family's house.
Oh.
And that was a lot of fun.
Fancy.
So it was like, you know, we get kind of two Christmases because we celebrate Christmas Eve all the way to Christmas Day now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Of course.
So it's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had a good time. You know,
Sounds good. What'd you guys end up eating? What was like the main entree?
in our house we make homemade tamales every year and pozole and just you know all the other kinds of Christmas crap.
Yeah.
Oh, so you eat crap too?
But it's
And
delicious
then
crap.
Right.
at her family's house, it was essentially a repeat of Thanksgiving because they do the whole turkey, mashed potatoes, all that stuff again.
Gosh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it was. I was skeptical at first, but you know it was good. It wasn't bad.
All right,
like
good.
eating it a month apart is not too bad.
That's good. Yeah, as long as you don't have like a dry bird, then you know
Right,
the
yeah.
holiday's pretty good.
Yeah, you want a
Right.
wet bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so stuffing birds are.
Okay.
How about you, Daniel? How was your Christmas?
You know, we get together with my mom's side on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
It's always a good time. It's similar to like the white side of of John's Christmas Day experience we had.
So just a lot of sour cream for the tamales.
No.
Ew, don't you dare! do that.
No. We had
Blasphemy.
at my uncle's house, we always have like ham, turkey, and tri-tip.
Ooh.
So we always go 3 meats on that, and then do the typical mashed potato, you know, holiday
right.
food.
Oh gosh, that sounds so good.
It was
sound good.
delicious.
Lucky duck.
So, and then Christmas Day, just, you know, your average Christmas morning.
All right.
And then that was it.
What is your average Christmas morning?
What you mean?
Because my average Christmas morning is sleeping in and doing
well,
nothing.
it used to be. Now you got a fiance now.
Well,
Yeah.
right. But like,
Right.
what is your? Because you say average, but I feel like it's not
Oh,
average.
where
for
everyone
anybody.
just like wakes up and gets some coffee, and then we all go into the living room and pass out presents and
Oh, okay,
then
gotcha.
Nice,
open
nice.
presents and stuff.
I'm new to this Christmas Day thing.
Oh,
so
right,
I gotta
Oh
get
right,
used
yeah,
to
because this is your first year engaged, so that
Yeah.
makes sense.
right. We should have prepped you.
it. I know.
Give them the preparation age.
Given the classes Christmas 101.
Yeah. All right, now that you're married.
Christmas for white people.
And what about you, Dylan?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
was your Christmas, man?
Yeah, so I kind of like you, John, with having the two families now. You know, then I've been married for almost 3 years now, coming up on our 3rd anniversary here in
Woot
January.
woot.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, so we kind of alternate years, and so this Christmas Eve we were with my family, so we went to my parents' house, opened gifts there and everything. Didn't really do too much as far as fancy dinner, but then on the actual Christmas Day, we had Sarah's family come over to our house, and we hosted. We played football a little bit in the rain, which was kind of fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was me, Luke, Peter, and then even Rachel and Thomas got involved.
Oh, really?
I know, I was shocked. And Cheyenne was there too. But like, no, that's not
Bro,
like a
when she listens to this, she's gonna
it's
kill
not
you.
a slide against you, Cheyenne. I love you.
No, that's the beauty of editing. We'll clip that part out.
Oh, dang, just clip Cheyenne altogether. Messed up.
Wow,
Oh.
Daniel, that's messed up.
Luke, if you're editing this, please clip that.
He'll be editing. It won't be me. But-
true.
Or I'll just
Yeah.
come in and edit it.
Yeah, so then we had breakfast. Sarah made this like slow crock pot cooked casserole with like eggs, hash browns, and sausage. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Man.
We had that. We had like a big breakfast. Had that, bacon, cinnamon rolls, and then for dinner we had the usual ham. We didn't have mashed potatoes, but we did have stuffing and some kind of vegetable medley that Rachel brought over. But it was still pretty good. And then, ooh, guys, Thomas can cook sweets, man. He made these like peanut butter chocolate bonbons. They were so freaking soft. Like you just grab them, bite them. Oh, they melt in your mouth.
What the heck, Thomas? Where's mine?
Yeah, where's
We're
mine?
friends.
Dude, that's what I'm
like-
telling. I'm like, I will pay you to make me another
Yeah.
batch. Those things are good.
I mean, I won't pay him. but-
I'll pay him for the material.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And then you just
Right.
gotta pay him with kisses.
No, I mean
The Hershey kind.
I'll
The
give him
Hershey
a-
kind.
I'll give him a firm yet like
Masculine
happy
handshake.
handshake. Yeah.
All
You
right.
could have just a Hershey kiss, bro. That's all you could have paid him with.
No,
As long as you don't pay him with Hershey squirts. I mean, that's a.
it's true.
God.
Although they are the same shape as Hershey Kisses.
Oh gosh. I knew having you guys on this episode was gonna be great. Just like we're gonna go into places that Luke doesn't want to normally go. All right.
That's facts.
Oh gosh. All right. So we just talked about our Christmas meals and our like our Christmas days essentially. But what was the number one Christmas gift that you got this year? Bro, you got a bro.
Okay.
Me.
So I don't know.
I
if-
showed up in a box.
I know you guys know this. I don't know about our listeners, but I don't like sauce, really, of any
Don't like-
kind.
Right, oh,
food,
yeah, you talked about
right?
that, yeah.
Like
Right.
ranch, ketchup,
Barbecue
hot
sauce.
barbecue sauce, and it's not a matter of taste; it's a matter of texture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The only sauce I like, and I barely qualify it as a sauce because it's more of a liquid, is
Okay.
soy sauce. Okay, it's the only one I like. It's my
Right, right.
favorite thing. I put it on everything. I'll put it on chicken tenders. I don't care. Okay. I found a soy sauce bottle shaped skateboard.
What?
Yes, you know the little soy sauce bottles with the red cap you see at the
Yeah.
restaurants? They're kind of like teardrop shaped almost.
Okay, yeah, I think I know. What you're talking- yeah.
It's that shape. And then my fiance bought me, the trucks, the cruiser wheels, the hardware, and all that for Christmas. So
Nice.
now I have a fully functional soy sauce skateboard.
That
It's
is
legit.
That's the most Asian thing to get a white boy.
That was,
Like,
and I also have a foot shaped cruiser board. So now I got two weird cruiser boards. What the heck?
that's
Yes.
true. I
man.
ride the foot one quite often.
Daniel rides the foot.
He's part of the Foot Clan. Oh gosh. All right. So how about you, Daniel? What was your number one gift that you got this year
It wasn't
besides John's love?
right.
I didn't let him have that.
No.
Oh, you gave him aggressive love.
We did go out drinking after the holidays, though. Nothing crazy. We just went
Right,
to the
right.
bar. But
Yeah. No, I actually it wasn't a Christmas present because I don't ask for a lot
Aw.
on Christmas, but it was a birthday present, which was 2 weeks before Christmas,
Okay.
and I got a brand new snare drum.
Ooh.
I mean, I knew because I'm endorsed.
Right.
Like my mom knew that I had to know, so that way I could
Yeah.
let my A&R know, like, hey, like I'm getting this, but it's my mom's card, and he was like, oh, okay. So that was the best one that I got.
Okay, so does that kind of replace? Because me and Sarah both went to try to go see you play at the Panama Nights Festival that was out at Ontario.
yeah.
So does that replace that one or no?
No, it's a different drum entirely.
Different.
Actually,
Okay.
that drum came out okay.
Oh, that's good.
Like it wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was gonna be.
Right. Yeah.
Because I was livid.
Yeah, that was a whole. I don't know if he told you, John. It was like he was playing at a live event that was out in Ontario, like I said, just
Right,
around the
like
Ontario
by the
Mills
mall.
Mall. And apparently, the people who he was like partnered with, I won't blast them on here because I want but
I don't even know their name, to be honest with you.
There we go. But yeah, so he was doing a live event for him to help bring in like more customers, more attention to like the tent that they had popped up, and yeah, they kind of left his drum in this like direct sunlight, and so it got warped a little bit. Yeah, it was not a fun day.
For some reason, the Holy Spirit was with my drums. And when I got home and I looked at it the next day, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
praise
Yeah.
the Lord.
Yeah, seriously, because that would have sucked to have to replace that after
man.
not making too much money on the performance
Right.
itself.
I asked my rep. I was like, "Hey, how much is it, just by chance?" And he goes, "Oh, like $550." I was like,
Ugh.
"Right,
No thanks.
yeah."
Oh gosh.
So favorite Christmas gift, Dylan?
Oh shoot, man. I don't even. I'm gonna tell you guys later. off topic.
Oh, no.
It's nothing sexual. Don't get weird
But
about
it's
it.
from Sarah, isn't it?
It is from Sarah.
I knew it.
Oh,
But
He
no,
said
it's something I'll have to talk about. Like I said, off microphone. But let's see. Outside of that,
no fun.
one of the gifts that she did get me, I can talk about this one. Is she got me a copy of Medieval, which is actually a PlayStation 1 video game remake for my
Oh,
PlayStation 4.
sick.
Yeah. So have you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's like this classic, like cartoony, like
yeah, I had it
medieval-
on PSP actually.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I really love that game. She got me the new remastered version of it for my PS4, so I'm looking forward to
Ooh.
playing that over these next couple days for New Year's vacation.
Nice.
So that should be pretty fun.
That's sick.
Yeah. But yeah. So other than that, like, have you guys? We were just talking about gifts. Have you ever had to re-gift anything to someone, or like have a gift given to you that you just didn't like?
Yeah, I've re-gifted things before, but I'm usually pretty good at it. Like, in the sense of I don't give crap. Like,
Well, that's good. I don't think
You
anyone
know,
wants crap.
I'll only like
Oh, that's
If
what
I
you're
get
not supposed
something-
to do.
Fistful of Dookie butter.
if I get something that like I don't have a use for or I don't want, like I'll re-gift it in like a white elephant or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And as long as it's not like some nonsense, like someone gives me a bag of candy and so I re-gift that as a gift, like
Right.
like
Something usable.
like a few years ago, someone got me this nice like Starbucks travel mug, and it had like a little bag of coffee in it and whatever, and it was all wrapped all pretty. But like
All pretty.
I'm not a coffee drinker.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I already have tons of those travel mugs. So at the next like $10 white elephant thing or whatever I was doing that year, I just threw it in.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
someone loved it. They had a great time. But there's this gift. No, I shouldn't talk about that. No, my aunt doesn't listen to this podcast. I can talk about
Until he starts tweeting about it.
I know.
Then he's gonna be like, hey,
I followed you on the podcast.
it. So, my aunt, she every year, never fails, ever since I was a kid,
Okay.
instead of like a gift, she would get us those little, like, around the holidays, they'll sell like Axe body spray, but the little package it comes with the
Oh, yeah, so it'll be
shampoo,
like,
the
yeah.
deodorant, the thing, right? She always gets us that every year. And like one year, like a couple years ago, we made a joke about it and kind of brought it to her attention. Like, we know you just don't go out and come out with any ideas to get us something cool. You always just fall back on this, right? And so now every year she laughs when she gives it to us. Haha, it's tradition. I'm like, haha, no.
It's regifted.
we brought it up on purpose. We don't want this no more.
Gosh, man.
Yeah. So that'd be mine. That's like, that's my regifting story. But that's the gift I don't really care for.
Yeah, I think there's like the opposite side of that coin where someone just keeps getting you the same gift over and over again. I saw a picture posted. It wasn't necessarily a meme, but it was this kid was talking about for like the last decade or even I think prior to 2010. He had his grandma get him a gift of the Guinness World Record book, like that comes out every year.
Yeah.
And so he said like, yeah, I just his grandma had asked him like I think for a couple of years like, oh, do you want just the same gift? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And then so he showed the whole collection of she's gotten him the whole
Wow.
Guinness World Record collection every
pretty
single year
cool.
since like his birth or whatever. It's pretty awesome.
That's
Nice.
tight.
So, that's the one you don't want to regift.
No.
That's something you
Right,
want to keep on hand.
Something I'd keep.
Yeah.
All right, how about you, Daniel?
Oh, I got. I don't know who gave this to me, and I don't remember I just don't remember who gave it to me. But they gave me like 10 ties that were all drumming related, like corny drum quotes and stuff like that. And I was like, no.
No.
Like, and my mom at the time was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I was like, no. No.
Dude, you don't want to do
No.
one of your drum cover music videos of like you shirtless just wearing the drum tie, like banging on the drums?
No one wants to see me shirtless.
Looking all sexy.
I'm like a little Ewok, okay? It's not good. Anyway, moving on.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I was playing in the church band at the time.
Right.
And they said just bring one. I brought the entire bag because I was
Jesus.
like, no, I don't want these anymore. And it was jokes because the guitarist ended up getting it. Like it wasn't even the drummer. It was awesome. And ever since then I was like, no one do this.
No, don't give me the drum pun ties.
Don't get me anything drum related because I get all the shirts for my companies and hoodies,
Right.
and it's not corny. It just has their logo. That's
Actual
all
good
I
stuff.
want. Yeah, and I get a discount on it anyway, so it's fine.
Shouldn't have told me that story. I'm gonna buy you so much stupid drum stuff now.
I'm surprised
Just
you
to piss
have it
you off.
though.
Yeah, no. Like for your birthday gift,
Oh no.
I actually went to Guitar Center because they had a really cool sticker about like drumming, and it wasn't anything like punny or anything.
Okay.
Like it was like serious,
Uh-huh.
but like also cool. But they were out of it. So now I'm gonna buy you stupid drum stuff.
Dang it!
Yeah, now he's on the hunt.
just throw in that sticker though, just to make me feel
If
better.
I can find it.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had to re-gift anything. I think like the only thing for me really is I mean, not that I haven't gotten bad gifts. I talked about like other white elephant gift exchanges. I think last episode with Luke and how like sometimes they've been like kind of hit or miss. But I think the only thing I've necessarily in the context of re-gifting was probably just be like shirts that I got it and liked at one point, and I'm just like, oh, cool, and then just ended up giving it to like Goodwill or someone else was like, hey, you want this? Like, I don't care
Yeah.
for it. But yeah, nothing too much there for the re-gifting for me.
Speaking of white elephants, real quick,
All right.
before we move on.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about people throwing gift cards in like white elephant things?
I think that's just lazy.
It is a little bit of lazy as long as they hit the right amount, because I know there's always like a limit of like $10 or whatever, 5, 10, 15, however much that your group decides.
Yeah.
Like if people go real cheap with it and only give you like a $5 gift card and then like crap candy or something when it's a $10 limit, I'd be upset with that.
Yeah. See, I'd prefer no gift cards to be
Right.
allowed in any white elephant, regardless of price. But
And I can respect that.
if you play like my family does, where we do a $25 limit, but that's the base amount you can spend. You
Right,
can spend
right.
over that, but you have to spend at least 25, so
Okay.
no one gets a crap gift.
Yeah.
If you throw a gift card in there for $25, I'm not gonna be too upset about it. I'll be annoyed because I'll be like, yeah, you are lazy, like Daniel said.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's still a $25 gift card, nevertheless. However, when we do like $5 ones with church groups or whatever,
Yeah.
don't give me a $5 gift card. Like, if it's to like Baskin Robbins or something, now I got to drive all the way across town to Baskin Robbins to
Yeah.
spend $5. Like, nah, man, just like get $5 worth of candy from the dollar store. I'd
Yeah,
be much happier with that.
I think in the $5 context, I can definitely agree with you because when you think about it, like you said, Baskin Robbins, or even like say if it was for Target or Walmart, it's like, what are you gonna get for $5?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's like
Yeah.
you're gonna end up buying something and still have like what 20 cents on the card and be like, okay, just get rid of it. I don't even
Right.
care at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, just some white elephant complaining.
No, that's
No,
good,
you're-
man. Vent.
you're good.
That's what we're here to do. We want to vent so our listeners can just enjoy our misery.
Or when, okay, now I have one because you brought something up to my attention. So we did it 1 year on my dad's side of the family. We did a white elephant, and all of my cousins and my uncle, they picked their own. They knew which one wrapped like their gifts or whatever. So they just picked their family's gifts, and then my family, which is a little bit bigger, we all picked our gifts because they did that. They did like pick their own ones,
How
like
lame.
I was like, we're never doing this again because
Right,
like
you
this is
rigged it.
just dumb. Like, I think only one person got like the other family's like gift, and I was like, that's not no.
That's not the whole point of this.
Yeah, I was like, this is dumb.
Gosh.
Poor Daniel.
Anyway, sorry, I had to throw that. And that's been bugging me for like 5 years.
Dang, 5 years and
Yeah.
you're just not getting it off your chest?
No, well, you just brought it up, and I was like, oh yeah, wait a minute,
It's
I
like,
forgot.
oh yeah, this bitter wound.
I forgot I was angry about this for so long.
Oh gosh.
All right,
man.
moving on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here for our topics? All right, I think one of you guys gave me this topic.
I did.
All right, John, you take it away on this one.
Okay, so y'all know those cookies that come around not just on Christmas, but like every holiday. They're a really soft bottom, they're circle, and they have frosting on top.
I know about
sprinkles
soft
on it,
bottoms,
right?
yes.
Right, yeah, with sprinkles. They're a little bit chalky on the bottom, but that's
Oh,
probably
yeah,
just
yeah.
from the flour, right? Now, you either love those or you hate them.
Right.
I'm one of those who loves them. What
Okay.
about you guys?
Same. I love
Same.
him.
Love them?
I think we all love them.
Oh, thank you, Chief.
He's waiting for like
Yeah,
a
I know,
debate.
I-
Because like people like they'll be like angry about how much they hate them. I'm like, man, those are delicious.
Yeah, those are the cookies you aim
Yeah.
for. Like, I don't
Yeah.
get where the hate comes from. 'cause
And they
I-
come around Halloween too.
Yep.
Yeah,
You get
every
little
holiday.
pumpkin- yeah.
There's a reason they're around every holiday because America loves them. I saw this one meme one time that perfectly summed this up.
Uh-huh.
It was a picture of these cookies, and someone was talking mad crap about them. Like, these are garbage. They're like the worst cookies. Like, why would you eat these? And then someone underneath said, how dare you? These cookies are the backbone of this nation.
Yeah,
That's why I
they're
make
the
sure,
hardworking Americans.
exactly. That's why I make sure I buy at least 2 boxes on 4th of July. I'm just
yeah.
doing my part.
Yeah, totally. And it's like, because I do love those cookies, and like you guys said, they decorate them for every holiday that comes out or whatever. Oh, I'm just trying to remember. There was a Jewish comedian, and his name is escaping me right now. It wasn't Jerry Seinfeld, but no, he has like a whole hierarchy bit where he talks about like how Oreos are so freaking delicious, and like Nutter Butter and like Nilla wafers. He's like, Nilla wafer, they're so humble. They don't just call themselves wafers. They don't even call themselves cookies. And like, but then the one thing he complained about the sugar cookie was like, sugar cookie. That's all you're bringing to the table? Sugar? That's every cookie. Like something like that. But I can't remember his name.
That's
But yeah,
funny.
it was pretty good.
Fun fact. Well, this is for you guys to guess.
Okay.
Oh no.
What are those cookies actually called?
Oh, I have
Frosted
no idea.
sugar cookies?
No.
Is that the actual
That's
name?
what I
Any
always
good
call them.
guesses?
I just guessed. I apparently
I
I'm
went
wrong.
with his because I
We
got
tag
nothing.
team.
Maybe this will help. What style of cookie is it?
I don't know.
Soft bottom
You just like saying soft bottom, don't you?
and feeling.
Soft bottom with icing on it.
Oh no.
Okay. So
Cool it.
His favorite.
they are called they are called loft house style
Loft
cookies.
house. Okay.
So they have them in lofts.
I guess. I
If
don't
you're
know.
rich enough, I guess.
Not Toll
Right.
House. Loft
No,
House.
Toll House is completely different.
Toll
Those
House
things are
is the
delicious.
company.
Toll House is soft baked, just gooey and chewy.
Nestle Tollhausen
Nestle.
Tollhausen.
from Friends.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so those cookies are the best.
Yes.
If our listeners disagree, you're wrong.
Yeah, if you want to take a vote,
You're
yeah, you can either
wrong.
say you can either agree with us and be right, or you're wrong, and that's the end of that survey.
Exactly. My kind of survey.
I like it.
Oh man.
To
All
the
right.
point.
So yeah, and then, as we start to head into the end of this decade, we go into the 2020 year, and this short-coming days here, less than a week. Like, what, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're recording this Sunday for you listeners who are, not that this will get out with Sunday, but just a heads up.
Sunday the 29th.
Yes.
That's what day it's Sunday. I had no idea.
This day in history.
I thought I just knew it was Sunday.
But yeah, so do you guys plan on? Because I know people go back and forth on it. Like some of them will they like resolutions, something to kind of commit to. Hopefully they get around to it during that year. Other people just say like, no, it's just something I'm going to fall through on anyway. Where do you guys stand on that? Do you like resolutions? Do you have any for this year? Where are you at?
Daniel?
I'm against them when they're the typical Jim, eat healthier. Like
no one ever falls through that.
That's what I mean. Like for me, I'm like, no, what's something that's
accomplishable?
Like or a goal. More like I think of it more as a goal, not just to keep with something. But if I accomplish something, it could take all year, could take 6 months, whatever. Then that's my resolution, I guess. So yeah, that's my opinion is if it's a attainable goal, then I'm good with it.
Okay.
If it's more like I just want to get healthy, I want to go to the gym more.
Like something too
point?
vague.
Yeah, like what's the point of it? What's your goal to get there?
Okay.
See, funny thing about that is
oh no, he's gonna disagree with me.
No, I'm not gonna disagree.
Oh, okay.
No. This is a story about me.
Oh, okay.
And my fiance.
Sorry, my bad. I take that back then.
So yeah, like that typical. Oh yeah, I'm gonna join the gym. I'm gonna lose weight. This is my New Year's resolution, right? BS. I've tried that before. It just doesn't it doesn't happen for anybody. You see the gym's packed for all of January. Once February hits, you see like 10 people in there.
Yeah, exactly.
No. It's until after Valentine's Day.
That's fair.
Yeah. But then they're like, I got in the relationship.
Funny enough, once New Year's rolls around, me and my fiance are signing up for gym membership. Hold on, hear me out.
Okay.
Not because of any resolution, but at the beginning of December, we were both like, damn, we've gained some weight and we're going to get married soon. We want to look decent for our photos.
That was me at my wedding, yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, hey, let's go join the gym. And then I was like, babe, no, wait. Let's wait till January because that's when they have all the deals.
Yeah.
You get all the resolution people up in there and everything's cheaper. And she was like, okay. And so now we're waiting until, New Year's, but it's not for a resolution. It's just because we've been wanting
just for a discount.
And also
just for the discount.
And also, too, it's for a goal, which is to look good at your wedding.
Right.
Yes.
So
you fit Daniel's requirements.
Yeah.
Fit his
I'm not
criteria.
going to be mad at you for 5 years and bring it up in 5 years.
Now, however, resolutions besides that, I think they're okay. But I think the trouble with New Year's resolutions is that people will go all year being the crappy person they are and say, I'll wait till New Year's to stop being crappy or change my habit.
Right.
And it's like, you can start that anytime.
Yeah.
You don't got to wait till the New Year.
It's the same thing like you guys were just talking about, like the vague, I'm going to lose weight, kind of like, resolution stuff. It's just like, well, you can start today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no, next week.
Jenny Craig's still up.
Yeah. What about you, Dylan? How do you feel about resolutions?
I don't think I have like a super strong hate for them necessarily, but I know I never really have anything going into the new year. It's like I try to think. There's that one the one line from The Office where like Daryl, I think he said like 2007's coming up all day. Or, I mean that's forever
coming
ago.
Up all Daryl.
Yeah, like it wasn't that year because obviously 2007's like I think when The Office started. But yeah, it was like later on one of the seasons he made a comment like that, and I tried to have a positive attitude going into the next year, but then like sure enough, it's just something's just waiting for me in life.
I hate how everyone every year they're like, man, this year has just brought me down, or blah, blah, like those typical memes or whatever you'd see every year around this time, like 2017 was the worst year, 2018 was like, dude, is every year just crappy for you? Can't you find the bright side in any year?
At least one.
Yeah, dude. Like everyone has issues throughout the year, but there's also good times. Like you can't say this year as a whole was crappy for everyone in the world. That's just not
Right.
Yeah, for Daniel, his highlight was macking some sweet biddies.
What?
What?
Say it slower.
Macking some sweet biddies.
Oh, okay.
I still don't get it.
It's just making out with women.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
John's like, oh, so you haven't.
Luke,
I was
cut
like-
my reaction out.
You're gonna deny that? Is that what, so we lie on this podcast?
It's getting saucy.
Anyway.
Bye, guys.
Daniel's like, no, I'm still a virgin. Never been kissed.
Right, yeah, never.
So wrapping up this year,
Thank you.
you know, we just went through resolutions, good, bad.
Mm-hmm.
And John,
Do
you
you
were kind
have
of
any?
yeah, and you were just talking about this too. So like,
Right.
yeah, what are some highlights?
What are the highlights of your year?
My highlights?
Sure, we'll start with you. I was staring at you. That works.
Okay. Because he
Staring
asked you.
deeply into your eyes.
Oh, no. Gosh.
4'9" lights.
You were a
funny.
witness at my engagement.
I was. That was a highlight for sure. That was nice, man.
Wasn't
And John
for
will
him.
have
He didn't
to.
think about it
John
till
will
I
give you like a
mentioned
top 5 because obviously you have to say number 1 was the
Yeah.
engagement.
No, that was actually cool, man. Because, like, I don't know. I've seen family get engaged and all that stuff. But it was really cool to see one of my best friends, like, get engaged right in the moment.
Aw.
So that was cool.
Talking about Savannah, right? Not me.
No, I'm talking about you.
He's like, yeah, John was just kind of there.
Who's that dude?
No, and then oh, I don't know. Oh, getting to go see my buddy play at Self Help Fest in San Bernardino with John.
And I was a witness.
Yeah,
it was so much fun.
Dude, it was so much fun.
Nice.
Skipped the entire festival just to see 4 bands. It was awesome.
Was he another drummer or
Yeah,
okay.
He just got.
No, Dylan, he played violin.
Hey, that would have
Dude,
been awesome.
Dude, imagine if I Prevail had a violin in there.
Ooh.
That'd be sick.
Just be like Yellow Card.
True.
If I could find you.
Don't hate on that song, bro.
No, I don't hate on it.
That's a great song. But yeah, so yeah, I got to see
Strong
that.
opinion.
There's like a few things that I just can't
Okay.
off the top of my head.
Dylan.
Highlights for me. Well, I think definitely for me, probably the biggest highlight would be my job change.
Yeah.
You know, going from the job that I had in Hemet, where I was just like down, getting fat, getting horrible. Just like I'm glad I changed to the job I currently
And
have
now
now.
you're beautiful.
I know I dropped that weight over the summer, and I gained a little bit back for the holidays, but
For
that
real
will
though,
come off.
Listeners, if you don't see Dylan on a regular basis, like it was dramatic. His weight change, like it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I know.
Made me a little jealous.
Hey, you know, we just got to start working out together. There we go.
It's our resolution.
I'll have you come over to my house and do some like GSP, Tybo. You know, we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
He's only 1C thick now.
He's only one
One
C
seat.
thick. One C.
Dang. It's a pretty thick seat.
Capital C.
I'm still double C thick.
Yeah, you are.
What'd you get for this thickness?
Oh, I got
Another
nothing.
C.
It's like Mike Tyson. What'd you get for thickness?
Or it would be Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
All right, and so John, again, like I said, we did talk about the engagement, so that's obviously got to be a top.
Right.
Top
But that was
one.
my highlight.
Right, right.
Yeah, it wasn't my highlight.
You
It
can't
was
copy
Dylan's,
me.
right?
Don't
Just
copy my
kidding.
answer, bro.
Just kidding. Go ahead. You can use that one.
Well, no, of course. So that is like the main one, number one. But we already talked about that, so let's talk about another one.
They didn't talk. We didn't talk about it from your point of view.
I
was-
asked
it was
her
a
to
lower
marry me.
review.
It was at the beach. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Oh, so you're a son of a. Never mind.
Don't speak of my mother in that tone.
Yeah, that
Dare you? She is a nice lady.
she is. I love Millie. Millie, I love you.
Oh, she don't listen.
Oh, okay. Well then, Millie, I still love you.
Alright. Let's see some other highlights. Honestly, dude, it's all has to do with the getting married and planning and all that. It's been a lot of fun. We've fought about marriage things only twice with the planning,
Right.
And that's, from what I understand, is really good compared to some other couples.
Yeah,
that are
it's sort of
planning
like
a wedding.
oh yeah, over planning, stressing, and all
Yeah.
that.
That's
And
facts.
I use the term fight very loosely. Savannah hates when I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll be like, yeah, we had a fight about that. She's like, no, it was an argument.
Oh jeez, must have escalated.
So, I don't know. So, if you ever hear me say we had a fight, you know, and fists weren't being thrown.
Right,
like,
yeah.
You know, you don't throw a fist. What do you...
I mean,
Punches being thrown?
No, you were right. Fists weren't being thrown. You were right.
Throwing these hands.
especially in Daniel's situation.
Right. I threw mine and never came back.
But anyway, so yeah, no, all my highlights really have to do with the engagement. Like, I bought her engagement ring I proposed to her with, but then I didn't buy like the engagement / wedding band combo. So it was
gotcha.
very hard to find a wedding band that would fit with that ring, let alone be like the same exact color of the
Right,
metal
right.
and all that. So on Black Friday, we ended up buying her a brand new set that was like normally $1,700, but because of Black Friday, it was $900. Then on top of that, if you buy something at that jewelry store, you get something of equal value free. So then,
What?
instead of me, I thought I was gonna get just like $100 wedding band, like
Right,
something
right.
cheap, right? Because I'm the guy. No one cares about the guy, like
Nobody ever does.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
I got a free $900, really fancy dude's wedding ring.
Sweet.
And so yeah, it was another highlight.
I like how he
Nice.
clarified a dude's wedding.
See, that's why he's the man of the relationship.
Yeah.
He's like, I got a good deal on this,
I got-
honey. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah,
man.
all highlights.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I think after that. Oh, you know what, Daniel? Okay, Luke can edit this out, so don't worry about this. Okay, so when we transition to the entertainment portion, Luke and John would normally do like a little, just kind of follow his lead. If you want to
no.
sing with him,
I don't.
you can do this. I believe in you.
We'll all do it.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. So now, with all that being said, it's time for us to transition to the entertainment portion of the podcast. Beautiful. See, you did fine, Daniel.
Thanks.
I don't. Thanks.
I miss Luke.
Oh, dang. It's like, can we get a retake on this?
So entertainment,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay. So what we've kind of been flying under the radar with this, but if you guys don't already know, Daniel's actually quite a bit of a celebrity, like
He
with
is.
his drum covers.
Yeah.
And speaking of, like, you got a pretty big announcement to tell us.
I do.
I thought you
He's
did.
gay.
Oh, just kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
Just for you, John.
He's not gay. I'm kidding.
No. Wait, we might get copyrighted. That's Kevin Hart. Shoot. No, I was nominated for Best Drum Cover of 2019.
Yeah.
I lost.
Oh,
You got
I got
third
third.
place.
Okay,
yeah,
Out of
third.
how many other cover artists are out there?
Right. Yeah, I guess you're right.
And this
Right.
is on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
Right,
throughout
yeah.
all of YouTube.
Yeah.
Look at that. Third out of entire YouTube, where there's like millions of videos being
Yeah.
uploaded a day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on now. That's freaking
Bro.
phenomenal.
That's something to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
High five.
Oh.
Dang.
All right, low foot.
Foot 5. That's what
I
we
can't.
always
I
call it.
can't see your foot.
Wait.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
All right.
we touched.
Oh.
Sorry, listeners. They were playing footsies with their toe tips.
John's just jealous.
Anyway. No, yeah, that was cool. Yeah. It was a good experience.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
So like we said, he's kind of famous, right?
Kind of.
He's got, what do you call them? Sponsors or endorsements?
Endorsements.
Endorsements. Are they different?
Well, it's the same word, but like in sports, you call them sponsors because they actually pay you. They actually sponsor you. Endorsements is where you just get a discount.
Ah.
You don't get paid, but you don't. You can get free stuff, but
But still, though,
So you want
being
sponsors.
on like your one of your I was about to call it sponsors again. What's the other word?
Endorsement.
Endorsements.
There you go. One of your endorsements is through Zildjian, right?
Correct.
Right. So that means, are you on their artist lists, or you're like right below that? Like,
No, I'm considered. I call it being on the B team.
Okay.
So like, you have the artists that are on their roster. Like you can go search them up on their website, and
Okay.
then you have like people that are behind the scenes. So they'll help you out. You email them. Like I have a representative. I just email her and say, hey, I need this, and she'll send me back with a discount. What the price would be.
okay.
Nice.
You want to give a shout out to all your endorsers?
Oh, if I can name them all. That's not being cocky. It's just because I always at least miss one or two.
Well, see, now you got to
So-
weigh the options. Are you going to make the other one jealous that you forget to name on this
They won't
podcast?
listen to this.
Dang. He doesn't have faith in
He's
us.
famous, but we're not.
That's not what I meant.
I mean,
It's
he-
true, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, pretty much.
No, so SJC custom drums, 64 audio in-ears, Zildjian cymbals, and I'm Big Fast Snare Drum and Sweet Spot clutches,
Sweet spot.
and there's another one. I knew it. I knew I'd forget one. And drum tacks. Those are my
Nice.
official ones, and then I'm working on trying. In a few weeks, NAMM is coming up, and so I'm going to that, and I'm gonna go to the A&Rs of which A&R stands for artists and artist relations.
Okay.
And that's I'm gonna go to them, and I'm not gonna ask to get signed on the spot because they will not do that. That's what everyone thinks NAMM is for. You go there and you just go talk to these companies and they sign you right then and there.
Right.
That's not how that works.
So for our listeners, what is NAMM?
NAMM stands for National
Vietnam.
Nope. NAMM stands for National Association of Music Merchants. And what it is, anyone that makes music gear, whether it's instruments to recording software to microphones, whatever it is, they go there, show their products for the new year. And that way dealers such as Guitar Center,
Okay.
Sam Ash, other drum shops, other music shops, go there and say, oh, we want this, we want this,
Right,
we want
right.
for their stores.
Okay.
So that's what it's basically for. But then they also get their artists to come in, some of them, to kind of like say, oh yeah, we have this big name endorsed with us, So that's what it's for. So yeah, you don't go and get signed right away. Sometimes that's the case. It's very rare, but it's also a 4-day event. Excuse me. So like, they're not gonna wanna. They get that all day.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like,
So,
yeah,
like-
it's like I'm here. Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
other things in my mind. Don't bother,
Right,
bother
so-
me with your issue.
So the advice I got from a mentor of mine, he said, just walk up and say, hey, I'm, introduce myself and say, hey, can I have your card? So in, excuse me, in like 3 to 4 weeks, when all this settles down, can I send you an email?
Okay.
And we can talk,
Nice.
That's what I'm planning on to do for 2 more companies that I solely believe in. And one of them, I've been using their product my entire drumming career. So
Okay,
yeah. So I'm
that'd be
excited.
cool. Yeah, hoping for the best in
Yeah.
that situation.
Thank you.
Too bad. I almost said
Luke.
Dylan couldn't be here, but it's too bad Luke couldn't be here because he goes to NAMM every year
Right.
with his dad,
Uh-huh.
and the reason they go is because they do the sound equipment and everything at our church.
Yeah.
and so they're able to get tickets as producers. Would you say?
Yeah,
Or-
something like
I
that.
think it's
I know I've heard Dwight talk
something
about
like
it in
that.
that regard. Yeah.
Maybe it's that.
Yes.
I know it's only like artists only or invite only. So but there's some people. So I have a funny story to tell real quick.
Yeah, no, go for it.
My uncle on Christmas Eve goes, hey, can you get me an extra pass to NAMM? I was like, I didn't even know you were going. Like, I didn't know you even did that. He goes, yeah, I haven't been for a couple years. I was like, I've been going for 4. And like, you've just now mentioned this to me. 4 years, or this will be my 4th year.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, but anyway, can I get a pass? And my other uncle, his buddy used to own a studio.
Okay.
And so they still send him passes because he didn't tell him that he doesn't do it anymore. So my uncle gets to go, which is super cool. But my other uncle, he goes, and I told him, I was like, I already used my other. I had to.
You already gave him out.
Well,
Right.
I don't have a set thing I ask for them. I say so with this one, SJC goes every year, and it's so nice because Zildjian is, because they're all awesome as well, but I always had to ask them like, and kind of be like, can I? You know what I mean?
like-
Not like, hey, I need 3, however many. But SJC is like, yeah, just email us, and you have a guaranteed spot. You're an artist of ours. You're on our roster. You have a guaranteed spot. We just need to let us know.
Okay.
So I said, hey, I need 2. And they're like, okay, cool. And I asked for a 3rd because a buddy of mine who I've been working with at his studio, and he's been recording me and stuff like that. I kind of felt like he should go. You know what I
that'd
mean?
be cool.
So I asked them, and they're like, 3 is kind of tough. And I was like,
Oh.
no, don't worry. So I hit up Zildjian. Zildjian gave him one, which was super cool. But back to my uncle, I was like, I can't give you one.
Yeah, you've used up all your
Yeah.
endorsers to get tickets.
Yeah, and I didn't even give it a, well,
One
maybe.
ticket per foot.
I didn't give it a well, maybe. I was like, no, I can't. And my other uncle was like, yeah, I could see if my buddy can hook you up. 2 days later, 2 days after I saw him, he texted me, hey man, let me know about the NAMM pass.
Oh, my God.
And I was like,
Like,
do you not
I already let you
remember?"
know.
Yeah, I already told you.
Literally let you know.
And he left me on red.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, couldn't have given me a thumbs up,
Bro,
something,
dang.
like, at least like the dang thing. But
Super shady.
yeah, but whatever.
Sucks.
Anyway, all right, I'm done.
All good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
So,
right.
real quick before we
yeah.
move on, plug your YouTube channel and where
Yeah,
they can
yeah,
follow
definitely.
you on social media.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram at Daniel Potts Drums. Potts is how you spell my last name. YouTube, same thing. YouTube.com/Daniel Potts Drums. And then I only do those 2 things.
Okay.
I do have a Twitter, but that's more like personal. And and Facebook too. I have a page, same thing, at Daniel Potts Drums on Facebook. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Sick.
Plugged away. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So let's see. For other entertainment announcements I have, I didn't really see too much going on as far as like much movie things coming out as highlights, trailers. I did see a poster for Deadpool 3 coming out. It will be made by Marvel Studios, but once we get more information on that, we can talk about it for longer. But I do have 3 movie reviews. Yeah, starting with Jumanji. That one's actually been out for several weeks now because it wasn't recently released.
has it?
Yeah.
Because okay.
I want
I
to say it
keep
was.
seeing a preview for a second one. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
the second one.
Yeah, the
Okay.
second Jumanji. That one has Danny DeVito and Donald Glover in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. I don't know how to start this one off for this movie. Okay, I think overall, I'd probably give it a C plus to B minus.
sad.
Like, the reason why is they got a great cast. I love the special effects CGI. You know, music's fun, length of the movie's fine, but it's not really original. Like, if you saw the first Jumanji, it's basically the same
thing.
Yeah, same story, different skin. And that it was the same complaint I had with Avengers 2. It was like, Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
The exact same storyline. There's
Find
the main
the bad
boss.
guy, fight the bad guy.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
little things here and there. So again, it was still fun if you want to take your family to it. You won't get knocked. Obviously, I'm not in charge of your money or your wallet. But if you want to if you want to go see the movie, like I said, that's where I kind of put it at. Just kind of the same storyline. Wasn't too surprising. Didn't really have a huge wow factor, but it is what it is. The next two movies I saw were actually dramas. I saw that Clint Eastwood movie Richard Jewell. That one's based on a true story about during one of the Olympics, I believe in the 90s. I can't remember the specific year, but there was a bombing, and so this guy actually found the bomb before it went off and was able to get people to get away from the bomb and everything. And after he got fame and notoriety from saving people, it was actually this news excuse me, this broadcasting outlet or a newspaper that released an article saying that he was actually a suspect because they think he placed the bomb there just to get fame and notoriety.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
And so that one, I thought that one was pretty good. It was really well performed from all the cast all around. Obviously, there wasn't really special effects CGI. I mean, I guess the bomb went off. That was special effects, but it was. I think it was really good. A really great dramatization. Well performed all around by the cast. That one I definitely give a B to B plus to go check out if you're into that thing. Maybe for an adult date night or something. Obviously the kids aren't going to want to go see this, but
No.
yeah. So check out Richard Jewell. It gets my endorsement. And then the other movie I saw was Uncut Gems. That's the another dramatization movie with Adam Sandler. He's playing he's the Jewish jewelry shop owner. And, dude, that movie. The best thing I can compare that movie to, if you like Breaking Bad, I think you'll like Uncut Gems. Right. It's another, like I said, another well-performed movie. It's original. I give it high praise for that. The music composition was great. The length wasn't too long. You didn't feel like you were bored to tears or anything watching it. I think it did have a pretty good wow factor in several scenes of the movie. I won't say which ones because I don't want to spoil anything.
Right.
But yeah, I think people have even talked about it to possibly get some kind of Oscar nominations. We'll see what happens. I know sometimes with the movie industry they can go back and forth on certain things, but I definitely think this one's either up there with Richard Jewell or a little bit higher. So I might give it a B plus to A minus for Uncut Gems and Adam Sandler. Just content warning with that one. A lot of language, a couple sexual content things here and there. I don't think they ever show anything, but it can get pretty adult pretty quick. So. Do not take your kids to see this movie, and if you got a little sensitiveness to certain scenes, certain language, probably not the movie for you. And speaking of too, okay, because I know most of our listeners are probably Christian or whatever, but whatever.
We are also Christians. Just letting everyone know.
But so that's the other warning I will just flat out say for Jumanji. They drop so many GDs, and I'm talking within within the first 30 minutes.
Isn't it PG?
It's PG-13, but it's
I thought it was
holy
PG.
crap, man! It's because I've watched movies.
Darn it!
Yeah,
I was just gonna say that.
So because it's I know movies will do it maybe once or twice for the most part.
Yeah.
This one, it seemed like they went out of their way to just continually drop it. I'm just okay, come on, you could literally say anything else at this point. Why do you have to keep doing this?
Yeah.
But it usually doesn't bug me. But again, the fact that they did it so many times, I'm I couldn't help but notice it.
They could have said, "Allah damn it."
Yeah. Oh boy. But yeah. So
no, there was a movie.
Change it up a bit.
There was a movie. It had to have been around 08 or 09.
Okay.
The Green Hornet with Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Love that
And
movie.
he's kept saying BS the entire movie or something, and I was like, dude, it
just gets annoying.
Out of all, that became his favorite word the entire movie, and I was like, dude, or just the regular, just without the bull in front of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, dude.
It's never how many. It's never cussing in general that bugs me. It's how many times they repeat the same one.
Yeah,
right.
That's
because
what
repetition
excessive.
just gets,
Yeah.
it gets
that's what
old.
upsets me. I'm just I don't care.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah, and so like I said, it just gets a little old after a while, but if you can look past it, that's just giving you the warning now because that's my job as a movie reviewer.
Right.
But all right, after all that's been done and said, it's time for us to move into the last segment. Sports. Yeah, bang those drums.
I did not perform
Yeah,
on that
that
track.
was not a cover by Daniel.
No, that was Peter Barther. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I'm very upset that I didn't get the call.
Yeah. He didn't make the cut.
I didn't even try out.
He's like, I'm sad I didn't get the letter and I didn't try out. What the heck, man?
Didn't even get recommended. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Peter
Luke, you
already
suck.
lives here.
Yeah. It was convenient. It was easy to
Yeah,
get him.
Peter's Luke's brother.
But I do this for a living.
Dang.
Help your boy out.
Shots fired. All right. We have the drummers compete. All right.
Oh, he'll beat me. I guarantee it.
All right. So, Daniel, I don't know about you. I know John. He's been with us in our sports segment category. What sports teams do you like to follow?
Oh, I'm 100% a Dodger fan.
Dodger
so
fan,
I
okay.
watch baseball
It's
quite
kinda
often.
gross.
So mostly baseball. I know that season's over. Do you
Yeah.
have any basketball team preferences or?
My brother-in-law is a Clipper fan.
Oh,
but I
He's
don't,
like, that's about as close as
like, wait, Space Jam? Yeah, the Toon Squad? Yeah, those are my boys.
Oh, my
MJ
gosh.
all the way.
Oh
I like
gosh.
the
All right.
Globetrotters.
Those guys are tight.
Oh man, I still haven't seen them perform live.
Dude, so much fun.
Oh,
I went I think it was like 8 years ago, but it was fun.
They came to my elementary school back in the day.
Where did you go to school?
Harvest.
apparently fancy
That
rich
makes
kids school.
sense, yeah.
It was.
Harvest
There
is
was a lot of
money.
rich white families, and we're over here living in Mobile, middle class. Like,
yeah.
hey guys,
Yeah, lower middle class.
yeah, for real.
Gosh. All right. Well, yeah. The reason I ask is I know usually I'm able to discuss things with Luke, but again, he just wanted to ditch out on us. You know, being a jerk, going to work. I have a job.
Yeah.
I gotta
But,
get paid.
Yeah, money.
I got a life to live.
But yeah. So a few things I wanted to highlight were the Lakers. Oh gosh, man! I told Luke on the last podcast. The one thing I wanted them to do was get a win against the Clippers on Christmas Day, and they took a big L. It's just like I was sitting there. I'm watching
They
the
got
game. 'cause
clipped.
They did. They got clipped hard.
That's why my brother-in-law was so happy for
Yeah,
Christmas.
because I'm sitting there, man, and it was so terrible. It's like at one point the Lakers had a 15-point lead on the Clippers going into the second half, and or at least it was near the beginning of it. And it's like they start trying to go for all these 3-point shots, and they're missing. I'm like, guys, if you just drive in the paint, freaking go up for the layup or a dunk, like that's easy 2 points. Like you expand the lead and you keep scoring because it's like I think the final score was like the Clippers won by like 4 or 5 points, so it was a 2-score game. If you make a 3 and a 2, but it's just like, man, if you guys just make those dunks and those easy shots that you should have had, it's like we easily
They'd
win
be
this
racking
game.
up
Like
even more.
yeah, we would have handed them a loss with again a 10-point deficit. But it's just like, my gosh, man. And what's kind of worrying me is like they have a good record, but it's like I don't know if I'm a little concerned because again they lost to the Bucks, they lost to I believe the Nuggets and the Dallas Mavericks, and now the Clippers again for the second time this season. And it's just like all the teams that are looking like they're going to be playoff contenders, like once the NBA Finals start to kick off in late May or early May, whatever. It's just like I'm seeing the Lakers perform against these teams, and they're just not getting the job done. I'm like, guys, you better fix the situations now because if we don't get it taken care of, I don't want to have to sit and deal with another losing Lakers season, not even us making the playoffs. Like, what the heck?
I have a solution.
All right.
They need to draft Bugs Bunny.
Yo, get MJ secret juice
Dude,
or whatever it was on that bottle.
Secret stuff.
Secret juice.
Dude, just that's all you need, and maybe draft in Lola.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Lola on the alternation.
So the Lakers, are they? How do I phrase this? It's not rude or anything. I'm just literally trying to figure
you're
out how to
good.
phrase it. So obviously they're like one of the most popular NBA teams.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
popular, and they
Right.
are technically still right now, I believe, the number one in the Western Conference.
Okay, so I was gonna say, like, are they typically good like every season, and they're
For
just
the-
having a crappy season, or what?
Well, okay, so for the most part, they have been like consistently. They're usually a team that makes the playoffs. However, these last couple years, even after they got LeBron James last year, they had been on a downward slump. Like Kobe's last season, it was kind of like he was wrapping up, and he went on a high note. I think he scored like 50 points in his last game or something. It was pretty amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, the team ever since he left has just been at a downward slope. They've been trying to rebuild, get another franchise team together because it's just we haven't been making playoffs. We're not doing consistent on actually scoring and everything else. Like they've just been getting their butts handed to them, and so I'm just like I'm hoping for it, especially now that we have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kyle Kuzma, a bunch of these good all-star players who can make things happen. They're just not getting the job done when it counts. So again, hopefully it's just a minor flare up of losing, and they can again they did snap the losing streak I think the other night. So as long as they can just keep winning and just again they got to get more consistent, they got to be better against these teams like I said who are more than likely gonna have to face in the playoffs because we can't be giving them easy wins like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, just a quick highlight into the basketball season and everything else, because that's still got a long way to go. There's 80 games total. But for right now, we're going to look forward to the NFL playoffs, John. So it's going to be great. We're going to give you some of these matchups for the wild card weekend coming up here. And this is it. This is if you lose, you're out. And so we'll talk about what happens there. Thankfully, Christ Almighty, he gave me another late Christmas gift. The Patriots lost today, which means that they do not get a first round bye, and they have to play wild card weekend, which I'm super happy about because I hate the Patriots.
Yeah, so they could be out that weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they will. We can discuss more, but
all we can do is pray.
Yeah, we get a prayer. Yeah, so, all right,
I'll call it in.
All right, for the AFC matchups, we got the Tennessee Titans going to New England, and also the Buffalo Bills visiting Houston Texans. So between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots, John, who do you think gets the win?
Well, you know I love America.
Yes, you do.
I love the Patriots.
Yeah.
Gonna say them.
Anyway, continue.
Yes.
That was not podcast.
And Daniel, you
appropriate.
can chime in too.
After
I was gonna say just John.
Yeah. I'm not.
All
Yeah,
right.
no. I do always welcome our guests to add in any kind of contribution. So yeah.
Right, I was going to.
There's a
anyway.
reason
Yeah,
I do predictions as well as him. You'll hear it, right?
Yeah, so
Right.
me and Luke would typically handle actual statistics back and forth,
Right.
their defense, this offense.
And then
John
mine
gets
are
the funny.
more serious.
Yeah, John.
Mine are more serious.
Well, you're gonna get doubly serious
Then
today.
mine are more accurate as well.
Right, that sounds about right. All right, let's
All
go.
right, let's go, John.
So you got Titans and the Patriots.
Yes.
Of course, I'm a big believer in America. Love these
America.
50 states of ours, right? Okay.
Heck yeah, brother.
Yeah. You got the Patriots. Those are the people that made America, is those Patriots. However, the Titans were made by the gods. Okay.
Which gods?
The Greek gods.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
for
Yeah,
specification.
yeah. He's got this.
There's a lot of gods here.
He knows his history.
I do.
Okay, the Titans were made by the gods, and they were feared by the gods. That's why they had
Yep.
them locked up under the. I don't know. I don't think it was Mount Olympus. It was some other mountain. They had
They
them locked
had him
up
locked
under.
up. I don't know if it was what the Disney portrayed in
Wasn't
the
it
cartoon.
Mount Olympus?
No, because Mount Olympus is where the gods live.
No.
So it was some
Oh,
other
it
mountain.
was
Technically, one of the Titans was the
No,
one who
it
has to
was-
hold up the world.
It was in the sea, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
Sorry.
So back to John's.
they were feared by the gods.
Right.
So I mean, I love the Patriots, but dude, they're just people. They're not Titans. The Titans are gonna smash them.
Right.
They got no chance in the world. Also, I'm not a fan of the Patriots as a football team, so I'm hoping my prediction is correct.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely think I'm hoping the Tennessee Titans could pull out an upset because again, they do actually have a pretty solid offense and a great enough defense. And the Patriots, what's great about this is they have not been playing consistently. The reason why they're having to play the wild card round, they lost to the Dolphins, who on the NFL season have a 5-11 record. That's horrible.
They're still a team?
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just they lost to them, so it's just okay, the Titans, I think they could pull off an upset, which I'm hoping they do, because I would love to see a Super Bowl without the Patriots. I'd be ecstatic. I don't even care who wins at that point. I'm just happy they're not going.
Right.
How about you, Daniel? Where do you stand?
Well, I watched 300 recently.
Oh boy. All right, I want to see
you
the
know
connect
what?
the dots here.
Gerard Butler,
Uh-huh.
well, he died.
he?
Spoiler alert.
Oh, and
Yeah, he
Not in
died.
real life.
I don't know. I was
No,
like,
no, I
this
mean,
is
just
yeah.
sorry.
we could have talked about
Got
this
to go back to the
entertainment.
entertainment.
Sorry. In the movie, man died.
Man.
Okay.
His name was Leonidas.
I don't remember, bro.
Boy took an L.
Man took a big L. Okay. So, you know what? But he was still feared,
Uh-huh.
and he was just a man.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with John's prediction. And
So
yeah.
all right, we're all sticking with the Titans on this
And
one?
also, remember, The Titans is such a great movie.
Oh,
Like,
it really
it's
is.
on Disney Plus. I watched it. It was awesome. Anyway,
Dude, I
continue.
couldn't follow that prediction at all.
No one
None of that
can.
lined up at all. Talking about Leonidas and then saying, yeah, I think the Titans will win
Did I-
because of Leonidas.
Did I not?
Because of his death.
Because of his death and he's a dude. But the Titans weren't dudes.
Well, he's a dude.
Just because they
she's
were
a
both
dude.
from
we're-
Europe.
Well, no. Also, wait. Yeah. No, but no. But the other. See what I meant to say after that was there's a new generation of Titans after that. So and they rose up and won. So that's all I'm saying.
All right.
No.
Yes.
Leonidas wasn't a Titan. He was
I-
a Spartan.
That's the word. I knew it
You were
started with an
confusing
S.
the
Tennessee,
two. Okay,
Tennessee
all right.
Spartans.
No,
Okay,
but
now I follow your logic. I
Okay.
understand.
But
So
I
he
just-
switched.
It was wrong,
Look,
but I understand.
switch out Spartan for Titan, same thing.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yes.
One has
Just-
godlike power. One's a very strong person. Yeah. With
Oh, I think one of them was Roman too. Oh, dang it!
Yeah, I
messed
think
up.
you're mixing up all kinds of things.
All right, I told you this would be interesting.
Way to be considerate of all the ethnicities in Europe.
Right. I don't know how to come back.
How do I even respond to that?
I don't.
Oh,
So what do we
gosh.
got for our next line?
All right, next matchup we have the Buffalo Bills visiting the Houston Texans. So for this one, I think the Buffalo Bills should have a win here. And I do want the Houston Texans to advance. Let me be clear about that. However, just overall, the Bills defensively and offensively have been a lot more consistent. Houston Texans had some pretty bad games. They got destroyed by the Broncos, who are another team that has a losing record in the NFL over the season. And they got destroyed. I think it was like 40+6, something like that. Houston got embarrassed, and they shouldn't have because they're a team that clinched up their division early on. They have a 10+ win record this season. And I don't know, just something about that offense. Sometimes it can be really hot, but other times I've seen it be really bad, and the defense as well. So that's what kind of scares me with Houston Texans that weekend.
Well, Dylan, I do agree with you. They've had their ups and downs, and I could see this going one of two ways. Okay, now both ways have to do with the Bills. The Texans wouldn't have an effect on either one.
Right.
This all comes down to how the Bills play. Now, you have the Bills, right? What's their mascot?
A buffalo.
It's a buffalo. Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Because they're from
Right.
Buffalo.
I always, it's funny. Side note. I always confuse them with the Bulls,
The bull. Yeah.
and those are two different sports. I don't know why
I
I
thought he
always
was
do
going to
that.
say
No, it happens.
Detroit's Lions.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, the
oh,
Lions
no,
and the
please.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so the Buffalo Bills.
All right.
Right. You ever met a man named Bill?
Yes. That's
I have
the
an
name-
uncle named Bill. Yeah.
That's the name of my pastor.
There you go. Aren't they usually kind of like rugged white dudes? Like they're not.
He's.
Is your uncle the exception?
He might be. He really loves Disney, and he's kind of a bigger dude. But anyway, we'll let your
go with
logic
mine.
play out.
Yeah. Okay. So you got Bill.
Okay.
Right.
Big tough white guy, right? So if it's a whole team of big tough white guys, I mean, they may not necessarily outrun like the black dudes on the Texans.
Oh my gosh.
That's true. That's just true.
Ooh,
Right,
we might
right.
get fined for this pod. No.
It's like that one, oh shoot, I forget what movie that was on. Or something. He was like, I'm not gonna.
We
I don't want to sound
anyway.
worse than I already have.
We only watch Christian movies here.
John, give me the shovel. Give me the.
I know, I'm digging myself a hole.
Do you want to continue with this line of thought? Or,
Yeah, you know what? That one wasn't really going well.
yeah, no.
Not just through that, but I was thinking logically through the end of it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna go with my other one where the Bills lose.
Okay. So yes.
The reason being. No, you know what? I can turn this around. I can turn this around.
All right.
Go ahead and try.
So as a buffalo, right?
Yes.
The Bills, they're buffaloes.
Okay.
Okay. The buffaloes are a very strong animal.
Okay.
They
Right.
are very powerful. Have you ever seen one? Dude, they're ginormous. Like pictures
Yeah.
don't do them justice. They're
Not at
fucking
all. They're huge.
yeah, they're
Okay.
massive.
Like, have you ever seen a buffalo head mounted? Like, it's the size of like a freaking deer.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's a little over exaggerating,
But
like,
it's big.
they're huge.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
And they're
Huge
really
heads.
strong. Like they would travel in packs of like thousands back in the day, right?
Right.
They could easily like mull over the land and like
Mm-hmm.
turn a fresh green prairie into just dirt and dust just from eating it,
Trampling,
and running,
yeah.
trampling over it,
Right.
right? So that being said, they could just trample over the Texans.
All right.
However, buffaloes have basically gone extinct. so there's not many of them left to get the job done.
Okay.
So it could go either way.
All right.
You know what? I like how you turned that around. That was nice.
It's definitely a lot better than
That was
what
nice.
better
might
one.
have happened.
Yeah, it was gonna go bad real quick.
No, see, I had a whole thing like lined up for if like there was a debate if they were actually Bulls or Buffalo because I always confuse the teams. But then
Right.
it dawned on me they're two separate teams. So then I had to come up with something real quick, and I went with
So you-
Bill instead of Buffalo. It just got
Well,
messed up.
you know, I'll make it real even more confusing for you. The Houston Texans mascot is actually a bull.
Oh, come on,
It's
man.
got
Why didn't
horns
you
and
tell me
everything.
that?
So you got
yeah,
a
it is,
buffalo
huh?
going up against a bull, like essentially what wins in that animal matchup.
That's a tough one.
Oh, I'm gonna
Bull-
say bull, dude.
Bull's got the longer horns. It
Yeah,
could.
he got the reach.
It's more Buffalo, though.
What's that
Not
horn
now,
do?
But,
Oh no!
you know, I'm going to just stick with mine, though. I think
All
the
right.
Bills are going to take it
Okay.
or lose. I don't know. Daniel,
Something's gonna happen.
What about you?
How about you, Daniel? What do you got?
Well, you see, it's just like my other prediction. It's not gonna make any sense or have any real structure behind it.
Okay.
Mine is just the fact of their mascots. Okay,
Right.
and like I said, the bull got the reach. So I just want the Bull to win, so Texans would win.
All right.
There you go.
And like I said, I definitely want I want the Texans to win. I'm just a little hesitant to give them full confidence after some of the games I've seen this season. So that's my only worry. But we'll see what happens when it plays out this upcoming weekend.
And I have seen none of the games, so that's why I am predicting the way I'm predicting.
Yeah. Okay, and so now here's where things get freaking all kinds of interesting because the NFC seeding. So we just covered AFC wildcard weekend. NFC is not yet set in stone. We have to wait till after the 49ers and Seahawks play each other to actually have an accurate playoff prediction of what games are going to happen. Because if the 49ers lose to the Seahawks,
Yeah.
not only do they switch seeding, that means the 49ers would not get a home game in wildcard weekend, but that means they also play a different team entirely, and they have to go on the road to play somebody. So what I have currently, it's either going to be the Vikings versus 49ers or the Vikings versus Seahawks. If the San Francisco 49ers don't win tonight, then that means they would actually go to play Philadelphia, and it would be the 49ers versus the Eagles. But let's just go based off of what stands now on paper. It is the Vikings playing the 49ers. Who gets the win?
I think in that one, the Vikings get the win.
Vikings over 49ers?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I had a whole thing for 49ers playing the Saints, but that's not a thing. I've got nothing for Vikings.
Well, they might play each other in the next week, but again, it's like I said, the seeding is it comes down to one game, and there's so
Right.
many alternate variables that are up in the air right now.
No, I'd say the Vikings because, they're a group of warriors.
Okay,
49ers just the number.
so you take a battle axe over a pickaxe.
No,
Yeah.
49ers are the actual, that was the term for the miners in California during the gold rush.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, mine.
Right.
But even still.
So it's not a number, it's a,
Okay, but all they have is pickaxes.
look,
49 of them.
They're actually on a 53-man roster.
Shut up. I know my numbers are wrong. Just go
Look.
with it.
okay.
No, I still think I like the Vikings better.
Okay.
They're very close to the Packers
Oh, that was a
in
bad one.
proximity. And I'd go for them over the 49ers.
Okay.
Plus, when I lived up north, I knew a lot of 49ers fans. They're not nice people.
Yeah.
They're kind of equivalent
Yeah.
to Raiders and Dodger fans.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Sorry, Daniel. No stabs at you, but at your team.
Oh,
No,
he's a
at
49ers
your
fan?
team. No,
No,
Dodgers.
just
Oh,
Dodgers.
Dodgers,
but
okay.
I could care less about.
So, yeah, honestly, I'd go Vikings.
Okay.
I'm voting for Thor.
We're going for Thor as well. All right.
Odin.
Okay, yeah. If this game plays out, and this is the actual matchup, but technically it can't even be the matchup because here's what's going to happen. If the 49ers win, I believe they're actually going to get a bye week, and it might knock down New Orleans. So it could even be the Saints versus the Vikings. So that's that. Like I said, there's just so many friggin' things. If the Vikings play the 49ers, I think the 49ers will win. But if the Saints play them, I think the Saints would still get the win. Either way, there's so many, like I said, change ups here and there.
Is there a scenario where the Niners would play the Saints? Not really.
It would be one of those two teams is getting a bye week, so it would not happen not this weekend, but the following.
Okay, so let's say they do.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we can cover, we'll
Just
we'll
'cause
cover
he
that
has
when
the
it happens,
facts.
though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll
So,
save that one.
yeah,
It's a
it's-
good one, listeners. It's a good one.
Yeah, and so like I said, it's right now what's on paper, and like I said, it's so it'll either be like I said for this last matchup, it's either going to be the Seahawks versus the Eagles or the 49ers versus the Eagles.
Okay.
So if it's the bird battle, Hawks versus Eagles, who wins?
Seahawks?
Seahawks versus the Eagles.
We've had this discussion before.
Well, they probably played each other, but yeah, this is the actual. Again, like I said, this is the playoffs. This is to get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, dude, I'm still going to go with Seahawks.
Going with
Reason
the sea
being,
chickens. All right.
they're both birds, right? They fly over land and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. But Seahawks got their sea legs. They can fly over the sea too. They're global.
Yeah,
They're global.
yeah. The
Eagles might be international, but they can't cross oceans.
No, Eagles definitely look sloppy this season. They barely made it into playoffs with their 9-7 records.
They'll
So
just be sitting there on the boat looking stupid while the Seahawks just whoosh.
yep. Yeah, I definitely and Russell Wilson I trust for that game. All right, how about you, Daniel? If it's the Hawks versus the Eagles, who do you pick?
You want to hear my beautiful prediction?
Yes,
and
I
my
do.
reasoning why?
And the listeners do
Does
as
anyone
well.
remember the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire?
The
Yes.
first one, yes.
Okay, Do you remember that song that they played at the end, at the very end?
So high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Eagles, all I hear is, and say that a Eagle save
Oh,
us.
that's
I'm not going
Don't
to
stand here
Oh, gosh.
wait. That's all I think of.
Okay.
So,
So you think the Eagles are going to save us?
yeah.
Oh,
I think
gosh.
the Eagles. Actually, I don't think that's. The line is a hero, but Eagle works just as
Okay.
well.
So you think the Eagles will pull an upset over the Hawks?
Yes.
All right. And it will be in Philadelphia if that helps. There'll be a
I
home
think
game
it
for
would,
them.
though, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, being now back to not funny, Daniel.
Right.
But, like, from a sports, like, fan perspective,
Okay.
anytime, like, your team is at their home stadium, like, they genuinely just do better.
Yeah,
Generally.
and it
got a
does
better
help.
mojo.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember what the statistic is on that. Because even with when you get the bye week or whatever, like we'll talk about, like I said, with either the Saints or 49ers, not this weekend but the following, they even put up a bracket or a percentage where it's if you have the first round bye, you're like 80% more likely to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like it helps out greatly having that
Yeah.
home field advantage.
Same thing when, for the World Series. If you start out home game, like, at least the first couple games are going to go really well.
Yes. All right. And
Most
then,
likely.
so the other alternative would be, like I said, it would be the It would be the 49ers versus the Eagles if the Seahawks pull out a win tonight.
I stand
What about
by.
you, Dylan?
Yeah,
How do
okay,
you
so
feel?
as actual performances of the real NFL season goes, I would definitely give it to the 49ers over the Eagles. Like I said, they've played a lot more consistent, and just because of like head-to-head matchups, and because with the Seahawks and 49ers, they're in the same division, so you can't have two people win the division and get like either a first-round bye or home field advantage in one of the playoff games. So therefore, whoever loses this matchup tonight is going to have to go on the road. But I would still give the 49ers the vote over the Eagles.
That's fair. I think I'd go the same direction. You know,
Okay.
the 49ers, not only do they have pickaxes, but they...
Oh
they-
my gosh.
I'm sure they have guns.
I got a horrible visual. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah,
Ew.
I did
Oh,
too.
you guys are gross.
No, you, look, I'll explain what
like-
my visual is in a second, but
Okay.
anyway,
Well,
finish
we're
your
all
logic.
thinking
Yeah.
of different things.
Yes.
Okay, what I was thinking of is just, you mentioned the pickaxes, and I'm just picturing like an eagle flying overhead, but then a minor 49er just hucking his thing like double-handed over his
That's
head.
what I was thinking.
Perfect body shot
I
with a
wasn't
pickaxe.
thinking, what are you
Just
I don't know.
impaling
I'm
the
just
bird.
used to Dylan's like gross mind, so my thoughts went
So
somewhere.
the one time
I
he
don't
does
want
it,
to-
So the
We'll-
one time
we'll talk
he's,
off the
one
mic for
time
that.
he's being normal, I
Yeah.
misread
I'm just
him.
thinking of a bird being impaled.
I'm
Gosh,
sorry. You know what? That is sad though.
and Chad Kroger's singing, "Eagle can save
And the
us."
eagle just drops out of
Yeah.
the sky.
I'm not standing. Nope, it did.
So they do have guns, right? Because I'm
Yes.
sure they want
Yeah,
to
they
protect
probably
their
do.
gold.
Yeah,
because
because
Yes.
people would come to raid anything.
they
that
got dynamite.
They do.
So for one, they can blow up the eagle's nest with the
Oh.
dynamite.
Poor
Then they
babies.
have
That's a
nowhere to
lucky
live.
throw.
No. They can just go up there, place it, and then light the fuse.
Eagles
from the
live
ground.
on cliffs, bro.
Okay,
like-
and what were they cutting into?
They were cutting into
Freaking
mountains.
cliffs
I
and
mean-
rocks
No,
and
but
mountains.
like high up, bro, is all I'm saying. Like that's like lucky.
Well, if the miner just goes yeet.
yeah, just yeets it.
Yeet.
You don't think he can climb with his pickaxes? They'd be like,
Oh, that's
the
old
little ice
miner.
picks.
Yeetamite over there.
Any,
Yeet a matter.
that
He's a
boy can
yeet-a-miner.
yeet over there.
Now,
All right.
they also have access to gold.
Right.
Then they could buy more explosives, more guns. They could buy eagle traps,
Unlimited weapons.
unlimited weapons.
or they can take their eagle eggs and get their eagle powers.
Eagle powers.
That's fair.
Anyway.
All right. What about you, Daniel? If it is the 49ers versus the Eagles on that wild card weekend, who do you
I'm
got?
standing by Chad Kroger.
He's just sticking the Eagles through and through. All right.
I told you I have no valid predictions, so might as well make it funny, right?
I
Yeah,
want to
of course.
apologize to our listeners for not enough more sports material that's actually relevant.
Well,
because Luke's not here.
This is gold, all right? Look, we're just talking about the 49ers. This is gold.
if I could come back during
gold.
baseball season, then we would have a lot more to talk about.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we'll definitely probably have that happen.
Yes.
Even I might be a little more useful during baseball season.
I don't know, not your team though.
No, not a team.
Yeah. Oh, God, the Angels need to step it up, man.
Yes, they do.
They need pitching. All right.
We need to stop choking.
Funny thing though, sports. We did a white elephant today. This is our last Christmas celebration.
Right,
we
right.
celebrated today. My dad ended up getting a woman's angel shirt.
That's hilarious.
That was the gift he picked, and no one stole it from him.
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
funny.
Poor Steve.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what, folks? That's going to wrap it up for us here at the no, I almost said Unrelevant. That was the name we almost went with. But with the Some Things podcast here. But yeah, I just want to thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy your new year and have a fun festive time with your family. Get a lot of food. Thank you, Daniel, for joining us for this
Thank you.
episode
Thank you,
21.
sir.
And yeah, hopefully we're hearing from you guys soon.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.
Talk to you later.
Boo.